the most amazing thing happened to me. Unbelievable. I'm on my couch before the summer thinking, I got nothing to do this summer. What am I going to do? I usually go to summer camp, and this summer, for the first time ever, I had nothing to do this summer. And I was getting really good at Snapchat. For those of you who don't know what Snapchat is, it's sharing little videos online on an app. I was getting good at Snapchat because I dated someone who's like, check your snaps. I want you to check your snaps, snap, snap. So I started snapping, and I got good at it. People were like, man, your snaps are great, bro. So I was getting good at Snapchat, and I host television shows and web series, and I was like, how do I monetize Snapchat? What am I going to do? And I'm sitting at the beginning of the summer on my couch, like stewing about this. I was like, I have nothing to do this summer. Wouldn't it be great to travel this summer? And I have no money. I want to travel. I have no money. I'm sad. I'm on my couch, and I'm stewing, and I'm upset. Getting good at Snapchat. I'd love to travel. Talk about law of attraction. Not 48 hours later, true story, my sister sends me an email with an attachment that someone sent her an audition to travel the world in Snapchat for a company. True story. Ready for this? I send in a 2-minute snap story. Not 2 weeks later, I'm on an airplane to Iceland. I got the job, and I'm about to Snapchat for the summer. I'll take a round of applause for that. I usually only get round of applause at the old folks' home when I play music, but I'll take one right now. That's beautiful. This will be a show where I get 3 rounds of applause. I walked up at the end and in the middle. Thank you for that. But so I got this job. Barcelona, Alicante, Berlin, Copenhagen, Stockholm. I went to London. Did I already say that? At some point, another company saw me doing this, and they brought me to Guatemala with a charity. So I went to all these cities in Guatemala this summer. I was in Guatemala like a week and a half ago. Where else did I go? Someone brought me to Morocco this summer. I went to Morocco to snap. Unbelievable, right? I was sitting on my couch. Now I had something to do. So the past 3 months, I just traveled like an animal. Crazy, right? I'm like shaking thinking about it, and because I'm nervous here on stage. 3 or 4 or 5 days in each city, and my job is just to snap my experiences. Just snap, right? So it's like my own little travel reality show. I'm just snapping. I'm on my phone. I got my phone here, and I'm snapping, you know? And I'm walking around talking to my phone. Like people think you're FaceTiming, you're snapping. What are you even doing, you know? But I'm talking to my phone the whole time. It's just me and my phone. And I started to like realize that it was like, it's like lonely. And everyone who comes up to me is like, man, the best job. Whenever you tell someone that you travel and snap and that's your job, what's the next line out of their mouth? How do I get that job? This is the best thing I ever heard in my life. So I'm traveling, so I'm that guy now. For 3 months, I'm traveling like crazy. And I'm going, and people, best cities in the world, you know? Everyone says, right? Barcelona, best city I've ever been to. Berlin, best city ever. Copenhagen, Denmark, best place ever. Quality of life, amazing, bro. You're gonna have the best time, you know? But I'm traveling and I have to actually snap. So I actually have to like work. So I don't have enough time to like experience these places, man. I was going around, I saw everything this summer in these places. I saw, but I didn't see it. Did I see it? I was through my phone. When I was there, I was on tour. I was on a tour of Berlin. It was like bing, 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 bing. Berlin TV Tower, and then this thing and that thing, the Berlin Wall. Blah, blah, blah. It was like called the Trabi Car Tour. And it was so fast, my head was like, but I'm trying to snap everything and get it out to the audience that's watching. And so I started to realize that, like, when I was on this trip, I was like, I want friendship, you know? I need friendship. And when you're traveling alone, and I didn't realize this until I was doing it. I never really traveled alone before, you know? That when you're traveling alone, you need to reach for friendship. You need to, like, eavesdrop on a conversation and then, like, try to, like, did you just say you're blowing her? I don't even care. It's just something to, like, make a friend. I'd ask people to take pictures for me. I'd ask for directions, do anything I can to actually get a human connection. It was kind of wild, you know? And then I started to, and then I was traveling this summer and it was great. Look, don't get me wrong. Hey. Hashtag first world problems. I just did the best traveling. I just had the craziest summer ever. So I'm not complaining. But I realized that traveling alone, it was like lonely and I wasn't enjoying it because of that. And I go to Barcelona, it's my first city. And everyone's like, don't go to La Rambla. Barcelona, here's what everyone says about Barcelona, by the way, when you say you're going there. I don't know if any of you said you're going there at any time recent. You say you're going to Barcelona, the first thing out of everyone's mouth is, best city ever, watch out for pickpockets. I put out a snap right when I got to the street. I said, I'm a walking target for a pickpocket. I was wearing these tight jeans. I got a big phone with like a huge phone charger on me. I got pickpocketed by the end of the night. Phone gone. My job this summer is now to Snapchat, and the first night I lose my phone. Unbelievable. And I was like angry and upset about it, and I wasn't liking Barcelona anymore because of that. And I was like sad and depressed, and I was like stewing, and I didn't have any friends, and I wasn't with anyone. And then I went out the last night that I was there, and I was so upset in Barcelona that I was like, how am I going to enjoy this summer? And I should tag a trip onto the end of this trip. So I booked a flight to Switzerland to go to a place called Interlaken, where I hear that everyone's like jumping out of airplanes and hang gliding, man. I had booked a flight to go to Switzerland and get to Interlaken because I only had 24 hours to do this, and I planned to jump out of an airplane and hang glide in the same day just to feel, And then I went out the last night in Barcelona, and I met these two girls on the street. All it took was me. They were the first people that I had a real friendship interaction with. And one of them's like, don't go to Switzerland, come to London with us. And you know what? I went back to the hotel, I canceled my flights to Switzerland, booked a flight to London just to hang out with people. Just to be with these people. I think I spent $1,000 going to London on a whim like that, just to go. And I went on, a date. It wasn't really a date. It was kind of a date. We French kissed at the end of the night, so I don't even know what it was. But it was like, I'm going to London for 24 hours with a girl. You kind of think that might be a date, So I called it a date. So I go to London just to have that human connection. And I realized what was wild is that as I was traveling and traveling all these places, people make the place. I went to Alicante in Spain. It's a beach town. I didn't care to go to a beach town. I was excited to see some breasts on the beach because I'm a pervert and all that. But then I went to this beach town and I met these 4 people who were the most amazing people who left Italy, packed up all their stuff, moved to Alicante in Spain and started this new life for themselves. And it's amazing. On my last night in Berlin, Berlin's an amazing city. Don't get me wrong. It's a monster city. It's so big. You ever go there, you need more than a week no matter what. Berlin's humongous. But I saw so much of it, but it was so quick that I made no connections with anyone. The last night, I'm in my hotel, and I'm like, you know what? I can't even, it was just too much for me at the time, because I had to snap everything. I was in my hotel in the restaurant, and some guy walks, and I was not upset, but I'm sort of exhausted from all this. And a guy walks up to me, and I hadn't gone out in Berlin either. Everyone says nightlife in Berlin, man, you gotta hit it, nightlife in Berlin is a crazy party town, okay? I hadn't partied at all because I hadn't really met anyone to party with. This guy comes up to me at the restaurant. I'm sitting there alone. And I went to the restaurant in my hotel just to relax. Last night, just gonna eat a meal. I didn't go out in Berlin. Everything's okay. I'll just get out of this town. I'm gonna go somewhere else after this. I'm going to Guatemala in a day. Just go easy. Some guy walks up and he goes, hey man, you alone, bro? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, me and my friend, we thought we'd invite you out. We're gonna go to my place. We're gonna have some nice drinks. Then we're gonna go out to a bar afterwards, have some nice drinks. Then we're gonna go to a club around 5 a.m. It's gonna be a nice time. I said, you say go to a club at 5 a.m.? He goes, yeah, we'll go to the club at 5 a.m. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? What is he talking about? But I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this because I haven't made any friends in Berlin. I went out with this guy and his 3-4 friends. We had the best time ever, man. When I think about Berlin, I'm going to think about these people. It's amazing that this summer not only taught me that for myself, that for me, the people make the place. When I think about everywhere I went, it was like I didn't go to Alicante and met these people. I met Delilah in Alicante. The people are what I remember over all these places. And I like to think of myself as a people person, and this kind of helped in a very real way make me it sort of told me that, it showed me that. When I thought about what I learned this summer, when you come into these storytelling events, these crazy things happen in your lives, right? That was crazy. I just traveled the world, Snapchat like a motherfucker, excuse my language, it was great, it was amazing. But then when I had to sit and think about what did this summer actually teach me or do for me, is that it taught me that when you travel and in life and in the world, it's the people that matter, and that I'm a people person. Thank you.